Hi everyone, and welcome to this video on the new moon in Capricorn, which is also an annual solar eclipse. It happens on the 26th of December 2019, so on Boxing Day, and it happens at 13 minutes past 5 in the morning, and that's UK time. Now, a new moon happens every month. It's when the sun and the moon sit together and the moon recharges its batteries. It pulls in energy from the sun and it's pitch black. It goes inward. It doesn't want anything to do with us, and it kind of recharges its batteries. It's like meditating for us. So when it does that, it absorbs the energy of the sun, and the sun happens to be at 4 degrees in Capricorn. So it's absorbing loads of Capricorn energy. 4 in numerology is stability and structure. It's like the emperor in the tarot, and it's like the planet that rules Capricorn, Saturn. Saturn is all about, are you building the right foundations? What direction are you going in your life? I want to see results, what's actually happening rather than what's being talked about. Saturn is rather a hard taskmaster. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It means that you set goals, and no matter how hard those goals are for you, you don't give up. You keep on climbing. There's a picture on my Instagram of this huge goat, like this huge Capricorn goat, hanging off a mountain, like holding on to a stick or something. It's ridiculous. I had no idea how it stayed up there. So the fact that it's at 4 degrees and in Capricorn really means that if you let this energy in and you just open yourself up to the universe and you say, I am willing to receive energy, you'll be given loads of energy that will actually allow you to plant a seed for your own future and to build that. So to build your new career, or to plant the seed of, yes, I am going to build that land and I am going to build that house on it because it has been my dream. Other people will say I'm crazy, but I don't care because it's my dream and that's why I'm doing it. Now, what's interesting about this new moon as well is that there's a huge stellium. Now, every time I say stellium, people say, what? So I'm just going to spell it out. It's Stellium, stellium. And it simply means that you have a few planets sitting together, so 3 or more. Now, the new moon, obviously the sun and the moon, those two luminaries, they sit together. But we also have Mercury at 25 degrees in Sag, so it's 9 degrees away. That combines, and Mercury in Sagittarius is incredibly optimistic, and at 25 degrees it is also the mind and creativity associated with the communication planet. So you'll really be able to articulate, and you'll be able to express your hopes and dreams and identify them, really see light at the end of the tunnel, and really feel like, wow, this is attainable, I can do this. So it's very optimistic. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. That is the opposite of Saturn, really. And ironically, Jupiter is also in Capricorn, the sign ruled by Saturn. And it's 1 degree away from the sun. 1 in numerology is about taking the initiative, being a pioneer, and getting things done. In the tarot, the first card of the major arcana is the magician. The person who listens to up there and points it down here and does something with it and about it. Jupiter is the lucky planet, and it only changes sign once a year. So it went into Capricorn, I don't remember, sometime this month in December. Can't remember. But it's going to stay in Capricorn until December 2020. So 1 year for each sign, so it takes Jupiter 12 years to go around the whole wheel. And when Jupiter is at 5 degrees in Capricorn, we attain personal freedom in terms of our feelings, our work, our finances, our sense of daily fulfillment, and our sense of health. We find freedom in all of those areas by simply applying ourselves and doing the legwork. And Jupiter then says, oh look, he or she is really doing the legwork and putting all their effort into this. Let's open doorways of opportunity and let's make this a positive, amazing thing. Let's let them have good luck. Then we have the South Node at 8 degrees in Capricorn. And the fact that this eclipse is on the South Node is significant. It's at 8 degrees in Capricorn. So 8 is power and Capricorn is work. It's about releasing powerful structures in your mind that have kept you from working in the way you're supposed to, and powerful structures of convention that have kept you confined. So Saturn is in Capricorn a little bit further away, 20 degrees, so it's not technically conjunct because it's too far away. But at 20 degrees in Capricorn, it's saying work on relationships and work on making things happen. Jupiter in Capricorn is fundamentally a juxtaposition. It doesn't work. It's like a, well, I can always just remember the honest lawyer one. There are loads of those. Jupiter is good luck making things bigger. It's the biggest thing in our solar system. So it's about let's blow things up and let's go and let's explore and let's make more things happen and let's make it rain. You know, it's really fun and happy and upbeat. And Capricorn says, no, work. So Jupiter is great in Capricorn because when you work, he's like, hooray, this, you're working, I can now get involved and we can really work and have fun. And this is going to be a great time. Ceres, the cornucopia of wealth and abundance, is exactly 10 degrees away from Jupiter, so it still conjuncts Jupiter, but it doesn't conjunct the new moon anymore because that's at 4 degrees. That would be 11, and the orb is 10 degrees. So this cornucopia of wealth and abundance becomes available to you. There's an opportunity to access it if you do the legwork and if you work. So this is part of the reason why I've decided to do my daily tarot readings while I'm away over the holidays and to keep working during the holidays, because I looked at the weekly horoscope for this week and it's a really amazing week to get things done easily. So things that usually take 2 hours are done in 20 minutes. You know those days? I love those days when you are really on and focused and sharp. I love that. So this day certainly is going to be your sharp as a scalpel here, my friend, okay? We have all of these planets sitting together. They're not all conjunct, technically, because of the 10-degree orb. But I just want to read you, and you'll see it in the chart, this big area of focus down in the southwestern, in the left-hand bottom corner of this wheel. You have Pallas Athena, the warrior goddess in Sagittarius. You have Mercury, the communication planet in Sagittarius, saying, let's go bigger, let's make things bigger. Then you have this new moon saying, let's build a structure, let's put the cement down so we can build this house. Jupiter says, yes, if you work, I'm going to shower you with good luck and opportunities. Like if you're building the house, suddenly the government notices and they say, oh, would you like a grant? Because we have a shortage of housing and you're doing us a favor, so here you go, here have some money. Ceres, the cornucopia of wealth, is sitting there as well, saying, if you do work, you'll really see the results of it. So it's over the top, it's not balanced. So if you put some work in, you get a far greater result than you're actually entitled to. It's just that you're really lucky, which is always nice, right? So it forms an opposition, the new moon that is, with the North Node at 8 degrees in Cancer, and the North Node in that position says, I have this powerful need to take care of other people and to be of service to other people. So that's on the other side. So you have a choice. It's completely different. Either I really work on these opportunities and I make it happen, or I completely discard my own situation and I go volunteer at the homeless shelter for the week and I put my life on hold for the sake of others. What most of us are going to do is we're going to combine both. So we'll go on our family trips and Christmas and things like that, and we'll spend 2, 3, 4 hours a day of that day working. And I feel, because it's 8 degrees in Cancer and the work is so productive and effortless, you're really in a position to help a lot of people very easily. So even though it's the festive season, you'd miss out on this opportunity to really produce a lot of quality, good work during this time. And just because, you know, there's a Christmas tree up doesn't mean you have to become some Christmas robot who only thinks about elves and stockings and stuff. You can think about your job. Now, the new moon forms other relationships. It forms a relationship, a square, with Chiron and Black Moon Lilith. Ugh. That's the bad neighborhood of the chart, okay? Chiron is the wounded healer. Black Moon Lilith is your fears and the ego whispering in your ear saying, you're no good enough. And there's a square, which means there's friction. And because you're working so much and because you're applying yourself so much and just doing the legwork, you have no time for thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, because you're seeing the evidence. You're like, oh, what about the quality of the... You're too busy working with the wood to question it. So there's really no opportunity, or really, you don't have the time to be heard today. You're too busy to bother with getting hurt or really getting into it emotionally. That's not on your agenda, on your to-do list. So make sure that you're considerate of other people, that you don't take it to the other extreme and you just become a workhorse. Like, wasn't it Snowball? Snowball was a workhorse, wasn't it? Was that one of the pigs? Can't remember. Other relationships. So we've got this opposition with the North Node. I've mentioned that. We've got the square with the bad neighborhood. Then we have a trine with Uranus at 2 degrees in Taurus. So there's a wonderful, miraculous possibility for you to discover a relationship that you absolutely adore and love. So it can be a relationship with money. Oh, $1 million. We're gonna have a great relationship, you and I. Or it's a person who you just meet at a Christmas party and you're like, oh, you're mesmerizing. I adore you. You're lovely. So it's something that just pops out of the blue. It's a Christmas surprise. It's a Boxing Day gift. Really nice. I like that a lot. Anything else? Excuse me, I'm just going to tilt the chart around so I can see that I haven't missed anything, because you guys will pick me up on it. Yes, I have missed something. A semi-square. Always leave these till the end. The semi-square with Mars at 24 degrees in Scorpio. Mars is the male principle. In Scorpio, Mars is really focused on getting to the truth. Doesn't like being lied to, and you can smell a fraud from a mile away. It's an opportunity for you to really defraud certain things in your life. Or I watched this thing on Netflix the other day with Meryl Streep. It was called The Laundromat, and it was about these shell companies that are set up on these offshore islands like the Bermudas and the British Virgin Islands, these tax haven things. And these businesses exist only as PO boxes, you know, only as an idea, not as a reality. And that's how they catch the tax break and things like that. And it's really just this effort, it's this empty nothing. It's a company that only exists as an idea. It's nothing real. And Mars in Scorpio doesn't play like that. It wants to get to the owner of the shell companies and what's really truly behind all of the facades and the masks. So with that, we have a little bit of danger, because you're working and you're really feeling a sense of self-empowerment, and you're feeling like, I know what I'm doing, I have a job to do, the direction is very clear, I'm juggling things, I'm trying to keep a balance in my life between my personal life and my working life. I'm keeping them both going. That's absolutely fine. But with the addition of Mars and Scorpio, there is the potential to have that little Scorpio stinger, you know, to be a little bit to make a venomous remark if someone insults you. How dare you say that to me? You know, things like that. Mars in Scorpio, and again, please don't send me emails about how Mars used to rule Scorpio in traditional astrology. I feel that Mars in Scorpio is extremely sexually frustrated unless it's having sex. Because Scorpio rules the root chakra, the genitals. Mars is the male principle, so the man, the masculine, the grapes and the staff of life. That's it. Yes. That is going to cause some problems for you unless you're getting those needs met. I mean, it's a minor problem, but if you're frustrated in that area of your life, this Boxing Day isn't going to help you ease your frustrations. So often when we're frustrated in one area of our lives, we can really channel that into another area of our life and really do it very well. Like a lot of comedians use their own misery to turn them into jokes, right? For us to laugh at. And if you're frustrated, if you really adore your husband and he's just so drop dead gorgeous and you just can't keep your hands off him for more than 20 minutes, like Morticia and Gomez Adams, not Gomez, Morticia and husband Adams. And you just can't keep your hands off each other, but you now have this Christmas thing and the mother-in-law, it's always the mother-in-law, isn't it? Or the father-in-law is very strict and formal and proper. And they're all staying in the same house, so the walls are paper thin. So you're not going to go on a, big, you're not going to make a big public scene of yourself. And that might be a little bit frustrating to you. So channel that into the work that you're doing or creating more stability in your life. Because, having a shag is temporary. Building something really meaningful and sensible in your life has a much more gratifying effect in the long term because you actually have something to show for it. Rather than having a lovely experience in a memory that only exists in your mind and in the past. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with those kind of things, but today, you're going to be frustrated in that area of your life anyway, so don't bother with it and just simply focus on being productive. Yes. Anything else? Have I missed anything? I am looking, I think that is it. Yes, Mars. I think that's it. I would also call this chart, if you look at it, I would call it a bucket. You have the handle, the North Node in Cancer up there, all alone. And if you hold that handle, all of these other things dangle in the bucket underneath, right? So the thing that's really key is that you lift the handle and get the bucket moving, and what's required and what you're given is the strength, 8, power, to pick up that handle. Cancer is water, to pick up the bucket full of water and to feed the plants, and your ability to nurture and care is the key to then being incredibly productive and efficient, if you see what I mean. It sounds like a contradiction, but it isn't. It's because people are so nice or lovely around you that, or it's because you suddenly make contact with so many people, rather than you're like, oh, I need to retreat, you're suddenly really inspired and you're like, oh, that was an idea I hadn't thought of, let me put that in, and So that's the key, to really think about how can I help someone else, and you'll be repaid 10 times what you put in. So do maintain that balance of taking care of other people and also taking care of yourself, and then this natural desire to be productive is going to occur within you. I mean, the stellium altogether, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There are 10 objects which are sitting together in one part of the chart. And that is very, very effective towards climbing your way up the mountain and getting to the very top. And any new moon is an opportunity to plant a seed and to watch it grow, usually during that month. But this is an eclipse, so it's interrupted in the sense that the eclipse causes this to behave in a way it doesn't, right? Usually it doesn't pass in front of the sun so that we can only see a ring of the sun. Usually it just is dark and it doesn't do anything. Because it's an eclipse, this lasts for 6 months, which is really wonderful for those of us who work hard. Oh, that sounded so... sorry, that sounded really pompous and stupid. For people who work hard, it's a really good time and a really good 6 months, because anyone who works at something, if you're retired and you're working at your skills with the violin, or if you're employed for HSBC or whatever it may be, if you work, you will get a sense of freedom in your work, and good luck is really on your side, and you're able to liberate yourself financially. You're able to liberate yourself from your own body in the sense of, oh, I don't like this extra 20 pounds I'm carrying, you can get rid of that. Or, I don't like my skinny little arms, I need to bulk up, you can do that. I don't like my routine, I don't like my flat, I can move. I don't like the amount of money I'm earning, I'm going to change my job and make more money. Do you see what I mean? It's all the same thing. It's all this practical, earthy, your daily routine, your daily life stuff. And that's where this wonderful energy is being pulled in. It gives, the good luck planet is just waiting there. So it's saying, ooh, are they working yet? I want to see if they're working. I'm going to just shower them with good luck, good luck, good luck. And if you do that in the first 6 months of the year, hooray! You're really going to see lovely, lovely outcomes. But we have that frustration there. So don't let the frustration consume the next 6 months of, ooh, I'm not getting what I want. If you don't get what you want, then learn to accept that and work with what you do have and what you can make glorious. If you focus on, I didn't get this and I can't do it, then you're just manifesting that and you're just sitting in that puddle, whereas I didn't get that, but this other act that I'm doing seems to be really popular, so I'm going to forget the one that failed and I'm going to do the thing that really works. I'm going to make it something sensational, and that's the way to think. So put the rubbishy stuff in the past, don't mend and make do. Be inspired, take something new and really ride it and see it through. It's going to be amazing for you. You're going to be ultra effective. You're going to be like a steam engine, really just pumping away and getting what you want. I like it. We have a T-square in the chart, which is this big red triangle. And that is an area of friction between communication and Pallas Athena, the warrior goddess. I say you will do this. Versus the midheaven in Virgo at 21 degrees. I listen. I want to learn. And Black Moon Lilith in Pisces. Oh, don't bother with all that rubbish. Don't listen to that. It's all a load of cobwallop anyway. Versus Mercury and Pallas Athena saying, we want to learn. We want to be creative. So it's odds with each other. So are you going to be the librarian, the bookish type who reads? I'm so looking forward to just reading new books and being inspired. I always love these festive seasons because you get to go out of your routine and do things that you never have the time for. Like, the luxury of sitting somewhere and reading a book. How often do we do that? Or you can go on a mission to educate other people, or you can listen to the negative voice of your ego and say, oh, the last thing I did was just so terrible and I'm now gonna just moan about that for the next 6 months. I mean, I like to complain and moan sometimes. I mean, yeah, it makes me feel better. I don't have a problem admitting that. But what we say becomes our reality. So complaining really isn't something that you should indulge in. It's not something that you get anything out of. If anything, it makes your life more difficult by creating more things that there are to complain. It gives you more things to complain about. So rather than just being in that negative, backwards mindset, either go for, I have something to say, or I'm going to build something which allows me to share my message, or I'm going to use this time to really learn what seeds I want to plant and what actual trees I want in my orchard, or what path of law I'm going to pursue, criminal, industrial, legal, corporate tax, whatever. It's your choice. You're empowered. And despite the frustrations of Mars in Scorpio, he's really able to get to the truth of things. And Mars is 3 degrees away from the part of fortune at 27 degrees in Scorpio. So the luck factor and a lot of this good luck comes from the fact that you're able to unearth something glorious, a treasure within yourself. It's always been there, but that is now there at the right time, with Jupiter saying, hello, oh, you're working like this, let me support you. And it just clicks into place. It's just one of those nice things that the universe hands out to us once in a while, and it's a good opportunity to really set a wonderful tone for 2020. I'm genuinely excited. This looks amazing. So I hope this has given you some info on the new moon in Capricorn annual solar eclipse on the 26th of December 2019. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. When you get to the front page, on the front page is a book your readings button. Click on that to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I can answer any questions you have about past lifetimes, life purpose, what your vocational talents and aptitudes are, where you ought to live, when the best time is to move, love, money, relationship, physical changes that you're making, compatibility, spiritual progress, and how you can get to the next level, and questions about, you know, spiritual awakening and symptoms of ascension, and any questions. If you have any questions, just get in touch with me. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. And because I'm a quadruple earthy sign, I access my intuition through these divination systems that are tangible, physical. So you're looking at a chart. I've got a physical, tangible chart. And by reading the symbols, I then open this little hatch in my mind, or kind of, and I get extra information coming in. And I use that in my readings as well. So if you do have any questions for me, then please do get in touch for a personal reading. I'd love to look at your chart. I hope you have a wonderful festive Christmas season here. If you like the video, then please share it online. That would be awesome. Remember to hit the subscribe button as well if you like this video and you want to be notified about other videos. I do loads of other videos as well. I do daily tarot readings, weekly horoscopes, horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac monthly, and for the year of 2020 up until April 2021. Those are up already, the yearly ones, so have a look at those. And I mentioned this, I think, that it sets the tone for the first 6 months of 2020 in a really positive, effective, productive, constructive frame of mind. So have a lovely day. I will speak to you soon, hopefully. Check out some of my other videos. Mwah! I'm sending you kisses and all the best.